Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris and this is Restoration Rescue. So here we are back at the channel with another episode about the Datsun. Now, as you can see, we are not outside. What we are is inside. And the reason for that is it's like 150 million degrees outside this week. So we have decided to stay inside with some fans. I know that fan's not running yet. It will in about 5 minutes because it's really early in the morning right now, and that's the only time where it's not drenched in sweat yet. And we are going to knock some things out. We are going to do some odds and ends here in the garage, getting things ready for the future, because sandblasting today is not going to happen. Last week it did. It wasn't that bad, but I did sweat a lot. And even though I am trying to lose some weight, not the best. Because all I do is sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat, and it's just water weight. I'm trying to burn a lot of calories so that I can lose weight and not be fat anymore. But hey, so what we're going to do and what we're going to start with is something completely new. So we have our engine block that's been sitting here with 2 C cylinders. Now, I have seen online that a product works, and we're going to hop over there and check it out. So as you can see here, we have 2 cylinders that are completely seized. I cannot get them out. Now there is a lot of dirt and gunk on them, so we got to clean that off before we do anything. And we had 2 that came out nice and easy. Now don't mind this little bolt here. That will be getting out at some point, probably by the machine shop, which that's fine. I want to get all this out and get this to the machine shop so we can build this straight 4. Which I still think this is an absolutely cool engine, especially since it's an OE engine. This is the original engine out of our 1971 Datsun wagon. Now, if you are here for only one video, and this video is it, make sure you check the rest of them out. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. But now what we're going to do is we're going to clean out those cylinders real quick and get our solution in there. So let's go ahead, start cleaning up, and getting this thing ready for the solution. All right, so these are completely seized. I could take a hammer to them. We did take a very big hammer to them, and nothing moved. So we have heard, and now we don't know if it will work, is the Works toilet bowl cleaner, which I am not sponsored by whatsoever, can work to loosening up and killing rust. It removes rust, lime scale, and hard water stains, so at least the engine won't have any hard water stains no matter what. So all you do is dunk it in, and we are going to fill this thing all the way to the top of the cylinder, and hopefully that it eats all of our rust away so that the cylinder can be moved around. That's 1 cylinder. And here comes number 2. Now, what we did see online is that you should cover it. So what we're going to do is take some nice clear saran wrap, or clear plastic wrap, since saran wrap is your common name for it, and cover it. If I can get the saran wrap out. And now we just wait. Supposedly it's supposed to bubble up, which it looks like some of it already is, and eat away at the rust, which that's pretty cool. So hopefully that does that. We'll let this sit for a little bit and we'll come back. All right, so while we wait for this concoction to brew, we are going to come over here and we are going to start trying to see what we can do with this dash. So we're going to strip it back, get pretty much all the parts off of it that we can, and see what we can do about getting this thing back into primer. And we are going to do some other things as well. We might use the blasting cabinet because it is like 98 billion degrees outside. So I got to get off a couple things. We're going to get this thing all loosened up, and we are going to try and get this thing to look a whole lot better, because if we could get close over here, it's a little grimy and a little rusty. So we're going to sand it back and try and get this thing back to its original color. All right, so we have a lot of it covered in primer. However, we have run out of primer. So had to order some. Hopefully it'll be here later today, if not tomorrow. And I don't have time to drive out there because I have a whole lot of mess of life going on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hop over to the sandblasting cabinet, and we are going to start some sandblasting some odds and ends, get these things ready for when it does come time to start putting this car back together. I'd like to have everything kind of touched up, looking good before that time comes. So we have a pair of motor mounts, at least the mounting brackets for the motor mounts, over at the sandblasting cabinet. So let's hop over there, take a look at those now, and then we'll see what they look like after. So here they are before they hit the sandblasting cabinet. Now you can see we have a Harbor Freight sandblasting cabinet right here. Awesome little device. We're going to throw these right in here and wash. Whoop. There that one is. Toss it in there, and whoop, there's that one. Now let's see what they come out as. So let's go ahead and work on blasting. All right, so that is sat for quite a bit of time with that stuff in it, the works, and we are going to try and dump it out. Now, it has been probably about 12 or so hours, maybe a little less than that, that this concoction of just toilet bowl cleaner has sat in this engine. Now, what I will say is the stuff, you can tell it degreases stuff because I'm scratching away the mud and stuff that was all over the side of this engine with ease now that was caked on this thing. And I'm getting down to the nice green paint that was originally on this engine from the factory. So that's really cool. And some of it is taking away some of the paint where it was really thin, which is not a big deal because we're going to have to repaint it anyway if this engine can be saved. And that's something we don't even know yet. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to go get a ratchet and we are going to loosen up this engine and we are going to tip it on its side and get rid of this concoction. So, and see if we can move these pistons. All right, there is one of the mounting bolts. Just got to pull this out using and hope. All right. I absolutely totally wish, or I hope, that we had some sort of beginning point on this that you could see of what this engine looked like in the bores that were rusted solid. I think I did. So let's get this thing turned up over really quick. Get another paper towel because we're going to rub out that stuff and I'll show you how amazing it looks. It's always good to have boxo rags or rags in a box. This piston looks almost new now in here, which is incredible. I don't know if you guys can see it. The walls look clean and everything. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try and tap the cylinder or the pistons down just to vibrate them a little bit to see if they have any movement whatsoever. Now, as it's boring a hole in there. So let's flip it over and see what we can do. All right, we're just trying to shock these things real quick. All right, that piston is moving. So let's flip her back over. So heads up. And this one should come right out. All right, that one. That piston is Ouch. All right, so we got all the pistons out of this thing. We have the dash that we got semi-primed and taken care of. We had some things taken apart on that. That's cool. Not too much damage on that, which is awesome. Like I said, we weren't going to get outside today because it's like 98 million degrees, which I'm already sweating just standing here now. So it is starting to heat quite up. But we really have done quite a bit. It doesn't look like a whole heck of a lot, but we've gotten a lot completed. We have those two mounts that we were able to sand back and get clean, sandblast them. That's cool. We have the dash that's now taken apart. We sat and watched the works just work on an engine that's seized. Now there is some pitting in our cylinders. So we're going to see if the machine shop can do something about that, or if maybe we'll just have to sleeve these. That'd be kind of cool just to sleeve them. I really like to keep this engine just because of what it is, being the original engine to this vehicle. This is the motor that came out of the factory as far as we're aware. So it would be really cool to keep that. But yeah, so that is going to be a wrap for this week's video here at Restoration Rescue. If you are not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Hit that smash button for me, subscribe button for me, and definitely hit that like button for us. That will help out immensely. So that's it. We'll see you guys next Saturday.